What's good, Council of Comics? Welcome to another episode of Comic Book Pickups. I'm tired. Life, full-time job, trying to do this as well, and life, laundry, groceries, exercise, keep myself in shape, all this other stuff, I'm a little tired. I'm just now getting back in the swing of things. We just got back from Puerto Rico, and just been non-stop since we got back, but now I've got some time to do some videos. And speaking of which,
let us continue with what you are here for. One of the greatest sagas ever known to comic bookdom. Yeah.
Otherwise known as
the 50 Cent Saga. Look at that. Look, it looks like I have like eyeballs. Look into my eyes. 50 Cent Saga.
Hey everybody, my name's Kamaria, and you're watching The Council of Comics.
Well, we are now at part 5 of the 50 Cent Saga. Those of you just jumping in at part 5, this is a 7-part series about when I went to NUKE Comics and I got over 200 books for their 50 cent sale. That's right. Go back to the playlist, watch the other 4 parts. They're amazing. They're okay. But today we are on part 5. And on this part, we're staying in the Marvel field, and we're gonna do Ghost Rider, Punisher, and Spider-Man. We got 31 books, and we paid about $15.50 because they're 50 cents a piece. And we'll do the values and the profits at the end, like we always do, and I'll give you a subtotal as well. But first, if you are not subscribed, can you please hit that subscribe button? We're around 1256 right now, and we'd like to get maybe to 1300.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice.
All right, 50 Cent Saga, let's go. First up, Ghost Rider. So, I got a few books from Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is a character, flaming motorcycle skeleton guy, for those of you that are not familiar. As far as you that are familiar, we're eagerly awaiting Ghost Rider's real appearance in the MCU, because he did appear in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., both of them, the Robbie Reyes and the Johnny Blaze briefly, but they both showed up, and we're waiting for word if that's canon or not. If not, we're still waiting for another Ghost Rider. So first thing I want to start off with is these 2099s have gotten real hot. So I got Ghost Rider 2099 number 5. That's pretty cool, right? I'm not too familiar on the Ghost Rider 99 mythos. I'll update you later if I read it or something. We also have number 4. Pretty dope. These are $3 books. Very nice. Also, Ghost Rider number 3. The art is pretty wild on these. Not like super great, but not bad either. Intriguing, I will say. And issue number 2, which has a phenomenal cover. That is a great cover. I think I'm gonna read to find out, because I think I do have Ghost Rider 2099 number 1. So I want to go back and find out what this is all about, because the metal skull and all that, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. And then, they just recently did a one-shot Doomed 2099, which this character is, I guess, part of that universe. So very, very dope on that. And then my last Ghost Rider books are Ghost Rider number 26. Boom. with the X-Men and that Jim Lee cover. That's what makes it pretty phenomenal to me. That's part 1 of that. That's a $5 book. That's going in the giveaway. This is also going in the giveaway, issue number 27 with another phenomenal Jim Lee cover. This is the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. First Ghost Rider was Johnny Blaze. Second Ghost Rider was Danny Ketch. And third Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes. And there's even a Native American one, I forgot what her name is, but there's another Ghost Rider as well. And this Ghost Rider, pretty dope. I got it for 15 cents. This is a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. It's from the original series. It's issue number 32, a 35 center. Boom. Pretty dope. What year did that come out in? That's 1978, the year I was born. The year I was born. Great condition, pretty dope. $15 book, glad to get that. All right, next up, Punisher. That's right. So, continuing with that $20.99 thing, the first Punisher book I want to show you is Punisher $20.99. Pretty dope, right? Also in that universe. Punisher is getting real big right now. He just dropped a new monthly book. He just finished his Disney special filming. He's gonna be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So a lot of Punisher coming. So Punisher comics are getting a little rise right now. The next Punisher book I got is the Punisher Annual #1, The Evolutionary War. Annual #1, pretty dope. Get that #1. Newsstand as well. So I'm really happy about that. That's a $7 book. Then moving to the regular series, we got Punisher 51. These covers in these Punisher issues, pretty dope right there. Punisher number 50. You know how I do with those 25, 50, and 75s. Pretty dope art as well. It's a $5 book going in the giveaway. Punisher 49. Not going in the giveaway because I'll need it for my run, but also pretty dope. Then moving on to the second Punisher series, which is the Punisher War Journal. Punisher War Journal, it was just, I don't want to say more grittier, I guess. I don't know. And then it featured other people. So these issues are pretty dope because they're drawn by Jim Lee. I'll tell you when they're not drawn by Jim Lee, but the next few are drawn by Jim Lee. And he was on the Punisher War Journal and he was making
phenomenal stuff.
So we got Punisher War Journal 15 with Spider-Man. There's your Spider-Man Jim Lee. Very rare to see a Spider-Man Jim Lee. Pretty dope right there. That's a $5 book. Punisher War Journal 14. That's part 1 of that Spider-Man with that rare Jim Lee Spider-Man. Very dope, very dope. I also got another one of those. So you know it's going in the giveaway. You know that's going in the giveaway. The Punisher War Journal number 11. Continuing the Jim Lee art. Very, very dope. Punisher War Journal number 9. No longer Jim Lee art. But I think this is Tex. Which is, Tex is great as well. It's not Jim Lee. It's not Jim Lee. He's Tex. Yeah. Then we go back to Jim Lee again. Which is, I always love this cover, issue number 5. With the yellow and the reds and the Jim Lee art. I always love that. Pretty dope. That's a $5 book going in the giveaway. Punisher War Journal number 4. Still Jim Lee. Very nice. Early Jim Lee, very dope. Punisher War Journal number 3. I actually got 2 of these bad boys. You know what I mean? I got 2 of them, so one of them is going in the giveaway. Continuing that Jim Lee art, that's so dope. Very nice. And last but not least, the Punisher War Journal number 2. Very dope to have. I'd like to get like the first 25 issues of the Punisher War Journal. That's what I like to get. All right, that's the Punisher. Moving along. Next up, is Spider-Man. All right, last books in the section. All right, the Spider-Man. Now, these are not like tremendous books. Like, these are not like super classic keys, but these are great books, and I enjoy these. A lot of them come out of the 80s and 90s, and let's just go through them. Spider-Man, all right? Starting off with Spider-Man number 14. Remember, this was Todd McFarlane's series. Todd bringing Spider-Man in the black suit again, doing some Morbius. This series had phenomenal art from Todd McFarlane. Number 10, going backwards, Wolverine, Todd McFarlane Wolverine. Those are rare. Very nice. Number 9. These are books everybody loved. When these came out, everybody was getting these books. Everybody was reading these books. If they said they weren't reading them, I call it sketch. Episode Spider-Man number 8, and got deuces. So I'm gonna put one in the giveaway. Maybe I'll put both in the giveaway. Yep, I got this already. So both are going in the giveaway. Spider-Man number 4. Last one from that McFarlane series. Pretty dope. Love that. That's a $5 book. That's going in the giveaway. Oh wait, missed one. Spider-Man number 16. I'll give it to you this way. But then the way it was really intended was to have it like that, which was pretty dope. This was a crossover with X-Force and Rob Liefeld. Or Spider-Man and X-Force would team up. Spider-Man 16. I forget what issue it was at X-Force, but then Rob Liefeld would draw his version, and they would both be like that. It was called Sabotage, and they were going against the Juggernaut. Very nice. The Spectacular Spider-Man number 150. You know how I enjoy those 150, 170. You know how I enjoy them, so I had to have it. I was so happy. In great condition too. Great condition. And shout out to Sal Buscema. I was seeing Sal Buscema was putting in Spider-Man work. He was putting in Spider-Man work, and it's making me want to go back and read all the Sal Buscemas because they were pretty dope. And last of the Spider-Mans, I like this one. This is a $10 book. It's Web of Spider-Man 30. Dope cover. And that's my best of the Spider-Man. All right, I was in the black suit era. All right.
Let's go over. Let me get comfortable. There, comfortable, huh? Right? I got shorts on. You saw me. You saw me sit down. I got shorts on. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to myself. Okay? All right.
So, let's get into the numbers. Okay. 31 books. Paid $15.50 for them. They are worth $146, giving us a profit of $130, which is good because now we're over that century mark. Always say you go over that century mark. Beautiful, beautiful. The subtotal so far of all the parts put together, so far we've done books, we've done 161. We've paid $80.50. Their value is $868, leaving us a profit of $787.50. We're up $787.50. That's great. And we still got 2 more parts to go. Oh my goodness, 2 more parts to go. All right, so make sure you like to subscribe. Also, make sure you head over to cbcawards.org and vote for the Council of Comics in the 1,000 tier. I believe we're for Best Comic Book Show for New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week. Best Live Stream, the Council of Comics. Most Entertaining Content, the Council of Comics. Also vote for Cliff on Comics for Most Engaging Host. And we're also up for C Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy for Best Community Artists. So go to cbcawards.org, and we appreciate it if you would vote us in those categories. And vote for the other categories as well while you're there. All right, remember, we go live 3 to 4 times a week. Sundays, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific for Film and Box Office News. Mondays at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific for New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week. Wednesdays at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific for the Council of Comics Live. And every other Thursday at 7 p.m. is Fill in the Blanks with Green Shirt Guy and C Bizzle and Phil doing the drawing show. And we give out ducks for what?
The greatest monthly giveaway.
We said it before. We always say it. We got a subscriber and we got a membership. The subscriber one, you just got to subscribe to the channel.
If you don't subscribe to the channel, you ain't gonna win no prize. I'm saying this in all the videos. Some of you think you're slick and you think you're gonna win a prize, but you're not gonna win. All right, you gotta subscribe.
And then we'll spin for ducks during the live shows that you can win to be entered into the end of the month draw for that prize. We also have a membership. You can go to the channel, become a member, and you get subscriber ducks and membership ducks for the membership. All right? That's all. I don't want to force anything on you. I just want you to go out there and do what you think is right. All right? All right. So, I guess we'll see you next time, huh? And until then, be prepared as we wait for another episode of
The 50 Cent Saga.
Brightest day.